Hello, everybody. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Michael. I am a German writer, editor, and hobby DJ reacting to new music videos, or at least bands, artists, and music videos that are new to me. And also, I will show you some of the stuff that I enjoy. But for the next videos, we are doing something tiny little bitty different. We are going to check out the timetable, the lineup, and the timetable. But for now, we are doing something a little bit different. We are going to check out the lineup and the timetable of my absolutely favorite festival in Germany, Rock am Ring. To give you a little bit background, it's in Western Germany in the Eifel. I live nearby in Cologne, which is like 1.5 hours away. Um, but it's a super traditional festival for me. Yes, it is super mainstream, always has been super mainstream, or at least it grew really quick to one of the biggest ones. I think at the moment, don't get me wrong, but I think it's like between 80,000 and 90,000 people, 3 days. But if you want to have like good camping space or whatever, you need to be there. I think around Thursday latest. We will go on Wednesday morning. And what we're going to do now is I will show you the timetable and I will show you the bands that I want to see, the artists that I want to see. And I also kind of explain here and there why I don't want to see some of the other ones or why I just simply can't. So there's an elephant in the room for this specific episode. It will be in the title as well, Linkin Park. So Linkin Park is headliner for Friday. In this video, we speak completely about Friday. Um, just a little disclaimer: Linkin Park is one of my absolutely favorite bands ever. I grew up with them, helped me through stuff, motivated me through stuff, inspired me, and especially Chester Bennington has a special place in my heart. Nevertheless, the new music that Linkin Park does, it's good. Quality wise, it's good. It doesn't give me the same vibe from the earlier days. Not because of Emily Armstrong or whatsoever. She's doing a great job. Just from the style of the songs, it's good that Linkin Park do something slightly different from what they did before. Unfortunately, it doesn't match my own taste too much. And yeah, I might not see them. I know most of the people bought the tickets for Linkin Park when Linkin Park actually was confirmed as the headliner. The tickets were sold out in a second. Um, but there are so many other great artists and bands. Especially this year is a great year for me because I will see many bands that I haven't seen before that are actually in my playlist every day. So we will not lose too much time and we will start with Friday. There will be two other videos where we go through Saturday and where we go through Sunday. Just to let you guys know, just in case you are there or you're thinking of going there, on Thursday night there is already a pre-warm-up party if you want. So there's always an unofficial one near the camping sites, but now they literally opened up the infield for the official warm-up party. For I think it's a DJ team plus Evil Jared from Bloodhound Gang will be DJing as well. So that's going to happen on Thursday. We will leave this one out for these videos, but just for you for information. And we start on Friday. And we start on Friday with a band that is called Loathe. I have heard about Loathe. I don't know where they are from. I'm pretty sure it's some kind of heavier stuff. Um, they will open the festival just from the timetable that I see here. I still have the feeling that the main stage, the Utopia one, let me show you first. So here on the left you have the Utopia stage, which is no, sorry, here. Oh, you can't see. Great. Okay, so to the left you have the Utopia stage. That's basically the main stage. If you haven't been there, Rock am Ring is on a Formula One or on a racing track. So the Utopia stage is one of the very long tracks there, and it has this very famous or infamous, however, um, sitting places to the right side, and those super epic, iconic long shots. You probably have seen panorama shots of this festival. If you're into festivals, you definitely have seen some of this stuff. So the Utopia stage is the big one. Then we have a middle big one on the other side, if you want. So the Mandora stage and the Orbit stage is the smaller one, right? Not right next to Mandora, but very close. Now, no, last year we had a fourth stage for the first time, the Atmos stage. Now it was for the anniversary of Rock am Ring. So now we have an Atmos area with a huge live stream screen where people can watch the shows from the main stage as well, and many other activities. But just to give you like a little bit more background about the festival. So when I say Loath on are opening the festival, then I mean they are literally the first band to play. I don't think they are. I still have the feeling that we will have some kind of special guest on Utopia because first of all, 2 is already a little bit late for a festival to start. Yes, the we will see later that the bands play quite late for rock and metal, but still, it is what it is. Officially, Loath are opening, and more or less 45, 50 minutes to play. I have heard them through streaming services through Tidal, like 3 or 4 songs. If I will probably be there. I will probably watch them, but just because I'm always there when the festival opens. So, if I don't get a tattoo appointment or find anything good food or buying merch or whatever, I will probably check these guys out because what I heard was quite good. I didn't have them on my list. Um, but yeah, there's basically no other band playing at the same time. So here, talking about the same time, so the Utopia stage, the main stage, starts with Menasmos, which is a mix of hip hop and pop in a very direct and satirical way, if you want so. Not really my thing. Very popular in Germany, though. Definitely a good act to start a festival. So yeah, I give them that. But we are looking at Slay Squad Orbit stage. So let me tell you something about the Orbit stage, the third one, if you want. So it's actually one of my favorite stages because you always there is no big masses of people, no crowd, not much pushing. You have always your space. You can always go in front or in the back whenever you want. Um, and mostly the bands are very cool there. I discovered super cool bands there. For the first time in my life, I saw Landmarks on this stage, and that was 2 years ago when Landmarks were already blowing up. So it's not that you only see newcomers there or local bands. That's why I don't want to say it's the smallest stage. Technically, it is, but it is the third one with still amazing artists. And the first ones who play there are Slay Squad. And I'm pretty sure I will show up there because Slay Squad, they play something they call themselves ghetto metal. And I'm coming from, or certain parts of my life, I have been into new metal, Linkin Park, but also very huge Limp Bizkit. So, Slay Squad, I have the feeling it's a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more rap and hip hop into metal than Limp Bizkit actually were. Limp Bizkit were always a little bit more goofy, a little bit more old schooly, and I have the feeling that Slay Squad are really more like if you might have heard Knocked Loose with Dancer Curry. That's more or less what I expect from Slay Squad. So it's definitely an artist to check out. They play for 20, 30 minutes, I think. At the same time, We Came as Romans start. We Came as Romans is a band that I actually heard some songs of as well, but never got that much into them. By the way, whenever you think I'm talking bullshit or you want to request some of these bands or you think, hey, you should actually check out more of their stuff, let me know. I'm just giving you the status quo of my own playlist, let's say. So We Came as Romans. I think they did a song with a guy from Beartooth, Caleb Shlomo, and I think that was a banger. Nevertheless, I had the feeling that it was a little bit too much imitating of what was trend these days. And I heard some new stuff from them, and I had the feeling they were kind of following the next trend, if that makes sense. But I'm still open to check them out anyway. I will not check them out at Rock am Ring because I will probably stay at the Orbit stage to check out Anchor or Anchor, Spanish modern metalcore band if you want. So I have done a reaction here of Anchor, by the way, and I definitely want to check them out. Unfortunately, they only play 40 minutes, but I can highly recommend you this band. And yeah, let's dive like a little bit deeper into the big names. So Mastodon is obviously one of the big metal bands that are very often at Rock am Ring. I still cannot decide if I just watch Anchor to the end and then go to one of the other stages to see Bush or even Mastodon. Magnolia Park is the only band on the lineup so far that I have never heard anything of. Maybe I even heard a song, but I just don't remember the name. So if you can tell me anything about Magnolia Park, please feel free to let me know. Nevertheless, I see myself on the Mandora stage at 6 to watch The Plot in You because I've never seen The Plot in You live. Mann. At the Utopia stage, we have the Hives. The Hives, Swedish indie Brit rock band, if you want so. Classic band on festivals, always a bop. I have seen them already 2 or 3 times. Never been the greatest fans, but they have some solid bangers. And I've been into indie and Britpop rock music. I have been a huge fan of Franz Ferdinand, for example, or Mando Diao, the Kaiser Chiefs. So I am in this. You definitely can get me into this kind of music. And sometimes you just have to decide, do I want to see the Hives again or do I want to see something that I have never seen? And most of the time, I decide to see the band that I haven't seen. This time, it'll be The Plot in You, which means also at the same time, unfortunately, I will miss TX2. Don't know too much about this guy. I know that it's a guy, though, completely. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I have heard his song with the guy from Black Veil Brides, which was an amazing song. It's actually one of my favorite songs of last year. The End of Us, I think. The End of You, The End of Us, something like that was the song. Really cool music video. And I would love to see him live too, but if I have to choose in this case, I want to see The Plot in You because I have the feeling it goes slightly a little bit more into the direction that I go usually. And now you see the names. Now we are going into heavier sections, not only music wise, because now we have to make hard decisions. I have probably seen the Architects once in my life, 100 years ago. I would love to see them live. I haven't seen them opening up for Linkin Park, for example. I kind of listened to some of their newer stuff. Nevertheless, at the moment, I have the feeling that I actually will go to Don Broco. Don Broco. Nightmare Tripping is a song that I am listening to the whole time. Actually, the whole new album from Don Broco is really, really amazing. I love these guys. I love the creativity, the chaos, the melodics. This is actually one of the newer bands to me that I definitely want to see at Rock am Ring. So that also means I cannot see or not see everything of Rhythm Temptation. It's an iconic symphonic metal band from the Netherlands, if I'm not mistaken. I would love to see them live. Haven't seen them live yet. I have seen Nightwish. I have seen Beyond the Black, for example. So I kind of dig the music that they're where they're coming from. But if I have to make choices, man, unfortunately, um, I probably won't see them. I will probably stay at the stage, at the Orbit stage, just to see a little bit of Drain. And then actually, we are going into the next hard decision. It's not that hard though for me because I really have to give Papa Roach some credits. When Papa Roach showed up on the lineup of last year's Wacken, the very famous metal festival in Germany, I want to say that some people kind of underestimated the band, maybe even me included, because headlining is something that I haven't seen Papa Roach on. Especially, I didn't expect anything at a festival like Wacken. Nevertheless, we've been there, we've seen it, and I have to say it was one of the best headliner shows that I have seen in many years. The quality of their show really increased compared to the last show. I have seen Papa Roach already 4 times, maybe 5 times, I don't know. But as a headliner, first time, I really liked the mix of, first of all, they really focused on their older stuff or the new metal genre in especially. And they published some new stuff, they had some show going on, and just the quality of the live sound, the way that Kobe is like vibing with the crowd, the whole band is involved. It's really just fun. It's not just a good metal concert, it's really a fun headliner gig. So honestly, I would like to see Papa Roach again, even if they're not headlining, but they're more or less the last band before Linkin Park. So I would like to see them, which means I probably won't see Trivium. I have seen Trivium twice or 3 times in my life already. At Rock am Ring, opening for Bullet for My Valentine, for example. So also that means I cannot see Malevolence or Malevolence. I have no idea how to pronounce these guys. They actually canceled one of the last two Rock am Ring years. I don't know why, but that was the reason why they disappeared from my watch list, because at that time, I had the time to see them. This time, unfortunately, I will have to leave them out again. But you never know. Maybe they come back in 1 or 2 years, and then I will have another chance to see them live. It has nothing to do with their music. I actually don't even know what kind of music they do. Feel free to let me know. Um, and and now we're there. The big question: Linkin Park, yes or no? Guys, if you haven't seen Linkin Park, you should go and see Linkin Park live. Give these guys a chance. I think there are not many bands that deserve the amount of hypes that they got recently. I am not one of those guys who say without Chester Bennington, I'm not listening to Linkin Park. It's literally for me, this is a music decision or a matter of taste. I really just don't enjoy the new music as much as I did before, unfortunately. So that's the reason why I actually won't see them live. This time, I saw them with Chester at Rock am Ring, and would like to keep that memory. And at the same time, there are two other great bands, and I probably will see Babymetal instead. I have seen Babymetal 2 years ago. Fantastic show. It's just like something completely different. And I have the feeling for a festival and for an even later slot. Last time they were playing during day. Now it will be in the night. So that's basically the reason why I want to give this band another chance. The Funeral Portrait, I know people who listen to them. I know they also have a solid fan base. So I hope that they might also have some people watching them. But next to Babymetal and Linkin Park is something that you probably don't want to do. I don't know. Or maybe, yeah, because with such a strong lineup, it maybe it's even more fun to just party with the people that are still there watching you. You know what I mean? It's I don't know. Unfortunately, I cannot see them, and to make a long sorry, a long a long sorry to make a long story short, I also won't see Danko Jones, and I also won't see the Butcher Sisters. That's just too late for me, and I don't enjoy their music at all. I'm sorry. The Butcher Sisters, they sound like a metal band maybe, but they do metal. They implement metal, modern metal if you want so, with satirical, humorous German lyrics. Not a fan at all. Um but blowing up in Germany, that's why they have this slot. Perfect band for a night party, absolutely. Party band if you want so. If you want so, they are like the little brothers of Electric Callboy, but in German. I do enjoy Electric Callboy way more because of their lyrics and the depth sometimes that they have, or even the goofy ones I enjoy more. Um, don't want to hate too much on these guys. Many of my friends will probably see them and want to watch them. I will be in bed then. Uh, but I definitely want to see Limp Bizkit. So Limp Bizkit are a constant name on my playlist. Have seen these guys 5, 6 times already. I just have them in my heart, in my memories. It will be the first time without Sam. Rest in peace. And yeah, there is no negotiation here. I will definitely see them, undebatable. So if we take a look at the whole Friday, even without the bands that I have to leave out of my watch list, we would have Loath, Slay Squad, Anchor, maybe Bush or Mastodon, The Plot in You, Don Broco, Drain, Papa Roach, Babymetal, and Limp Bizkit. And we are just talking about the first day of Rock am Ring. I am so looking forward to this festival. You have no idea. The weather there is always a little bit, it's always a 50-50 thing, which can be fun, which can be exhausting. I am always there with the right people, so we will have fun anyway. But it is what it is. And yeah, let's check out the Saturday. But I will do this in another video. So let me know what you think. If you are at the festival, where will you be? Are there any bands that you recommend me, or are there any bands that actually you want me to do some reactions to? Feel free to let me know in the comment section. So far, I just hope you enjoyed this little diving section into the timetable, into the Friday's timetable of Rock am Ring 2026. If you like it, maybe we do something else with other festivals as well. And see you in one of my next videos. I hope you had fun. Feel free to drop your comment sections, leave feedback, whatever you want. Always remember that music is beautiful and so are you. And maybe we see each other in the video for Saturday. Bye bye.